Hi everyone, and welcome to our first episode of our next series on this channel. Today, we start our flag series. We're doing every single flag that America has ever had. So, you're probably wondering, why is there a bunch of British flags on the thumbnail, and why am I standing in front of a British flag? Well, we'll get to that here in a second. But first, I just want to clarify something real quick. It's kind of going to be like the same thing I kind of did with my Congress series. Excuse me. We're having 4 episodes a week, and then we'll have a filler during the weekend. But I'll spend that Friday gathering up information, Saturdays recording, and Sundays uploading and creating a thumbnail if needed. At the time of me actually recording this, I actually have the first 2 thumbnail images done, and I don't know what to do from there. I'll figure something out. Some American flags will have the same number of stars, but either of the national official one and maybe in a different configuration. We'll talk about those too. On top of that. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. That's right, we're talking about the British now. Why are we talking about the British and their flag when we're supposed to be talking about America and our flags? Well, because I decided it's best to start with our own colonizer. Obviously, America was a colony for the British. So yeah, thanks Britain for creating us Americans. I'll meet you with your teas and crumpets later. So, I feel like it's important to quickly bring up the fact that this flag is the current British flag. However, the one that we just shown about a minute ago was Britain's national flag during this time, during the Revolution. In fact, Britain had this flag from 1707 to 1801. In 1801, they got this one, which has been in service since 1801. So yeah, there's kind of a neat history between the Union Jack here. So we're going to explain everything of this flag right now. This is the flag of the United Kingdom of Great Britain, which is a combo of the flags of the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of Scotland. The Kingdom of Scotland's flag is the St. Andrew's Cross, which is the one in blue, with the white cross in diagonal. It was first used since the late 15th century. The flag of England, which is the red one, is the St. George's Cross, which can be speculated to be used since the Middle Ages. Once again, this flag was used from 1707 to 1801. So there you have it. That's what that flag, like all of its symbolism. But I still want to give you a little bit of a brief background history between the actual flag. So, I'm going to try to compact it and make it as simple as possible because I know I'm probably going to get something wrong. So, if you're from the UK, let me know in the comment section below if you think it's wrong or correct me or yeah. This is based off of knowledge that I've gathered through watching videos on YouTube. And yeah, it might not be 100% correct. So, as you all know, Scotland and England were separate countries for many centuries. In 1707, they both came together and created the Kingdom of Great Britain, which is the entire island of Great Britain, which today has England, Wales, and Scotland. In 1801, the Kingdom of Ireland, which is the entire island of Ireland, joined and created the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. In 1922, after the Irish War of Independence, Ireland seceded from the UK and became the Republic of Ireland. But real briefly, the whole island of Ireland seceded, but Northern Ireland seceded, or not, well, they seceded from Ireland and joined back with the United Kingdom to what the country is now known as the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, which is what the country is known as today. So yeah, as you can see there, the red cross is actually the cross of St. Patrick. They call it the St. Patrick Saltire or something like that. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, Britain, they're our colonizer. So now, you're probably thinking, well wait, you just did one flag, but how come there's two more on the thumbnail? We're going to cover the second one right now. God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen. So it's all you Brits out there. So, we covered one flag, and we have two more left. And the last one there that you saw just now, before I started saying God Save the Queen, that is our next flag to talk about. You probably have never seen that flag either, unless you're doing some hard digging on Wikipedia. Oh, man. So, anyways, this flag is actually the flag of British America at the time. Which, as you know, Britain had a large amount of land here in North America, and to a lesser extent, the Central America and South America. Basically, what at that time the Brits called British America are areas of land that is now the United States, some islands in the Caribbean, a few countries in Central and South America, and the second largest country in the world, Canada! No, I'm not going to sing "Oh Canada" for you guys. You can listen to it on your own time. So, this flag is kind of... it's kind of debated, in a way. Kind of. Because, well, for, like, us, America, this flag was used from 1707 to 1775, because, you know, that's the flag that we had to distinguish ourselves from the British Empire. Which, as you all know, the British Empire is the largest empire in history. We're not going to talk about countries in their largest extent until a future day. Stay tuned for that, by the way. But for our good friends, the Canadians, they had that flag from roughly 1606 to about 1783, which is when we won our war for independence, and when the peace treaty was signed. So, let's talk about what this flag means right now. The flag of British America has two components, the Union Jack in the upper left corner, and a red field. The Union Jack is, well, we already covered it earlier in the video. The red ensign is generally used for military and or civil ships. Yes, it's a Navy flag. However, it's also known as the Queen Anne flag. So there you go. So yeah. That's also another thing I forgot to mention is that that flag is also currently in use. There's actually two different variants of it. One with the red field, which is the one we showed you, and there's one of the blue variant. They're both relatively the same. However, there's also different versions with the Union Jack in the upper hoist corner, either with the Kingdom of Great Britain or with the current design. But yeah, there's just different variants of that same exact flag. So we got one more flag for you, and then we're done with today's video. Yeah, I know. I really wanted to make all these videos no longer than 10 minutes, but since this first one, since we're talking about 3 flags in one video, I knew it was going to be long. So, I'm sorry. For now on, I'm going to attempt to try to make every single episode of the series no more than 10 minutes. I promise. So, here is the last and final flag of this video. Finally, the long stretch. Last one here. This here is the Grand Union flag, also known, also unofficially known as the Continental Congress flag, because this was a flag that we had first during the rebellion, and, the revolution, all that. Of official years, this flag was used from 1775 until 1777, but in 1777, this flag was last used on June 14th of 1777. What is June 14, you asked? We'll cover that in tomorrow's video. But those of you that know the calendar and American history, you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this is the Grand Union flag. And as you can see, it's very similar to our actual flag. Why is it, you ask? Well, let's describe it. The Grand Union flag has 13 stripes and a Union Jack in the upper left corner. We already talked about the Union Jack, but the stripes have 13 of them, 7 red and 6 white, and they represent each of the 13 colonies. So yeah, those are the first 3 flags in our flag series. Just want to point this out too. I kind of divided all the flags up into 5 categories. Everything before 1777, all of our flags and kind of the evolution of it are African, sort of African colony, kind of like our stepson, the Confederacy, and potential future flags. So, out of all the 5 categories, 1 is done. So tomorrow we start out category 2 with 13 stripes and 13 stars. And we'll talk about all the variants of that flag. Or at least, I'll mention them, but I'll talk about one of the more infamous variants, which everybody knows. You guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, click the circle on your right. Click the square on the left to watch the last series on my channel, which is Congress. I think you'll like it. See you all next time.